The Kingdom of Belgium, or Belgium for short, is a small country in the west of Europe. But to what extent has Belgium created an effective government? First, a brief history of Belgium. Belgium declared independence from the Dutch in 1830. They chose Leopold I to be King of Belgium. Sadly, because of World War I, the country was destroyed by the war, but got support from mostly the US to recreate the country. The country is back and running, and in the 60s Brussels hosts seats of the NATO, which it is a founding member of. Then in 1980 the main reform of the government was taken and created the government of today, a federal state. Later on in the 90s, as one of the creators of the EU, Brussels becomes the main capital for European Parliament. Sadly, in 2011, the government fails and Belgium breaks the record for the country with no government for the longest time, beating Iraq. Belgium is a federal state and is also made out of communities and regions. There are 3 regions: the Flemish region, the Brussels Capital Region, and the Walloon region. They each have a separate regional parliament and a regional government. There are also communities, such as the Dutch-speaking community, the French-speaking, and the German-speaking. The regions have power to things relating to the economy, employment, agriculture, housing, energy, transport, the environment, trade, the list goes on. The communities are language-based, so they have power over anything that has to do with language, such as education. The federal state. The federal state is national, and it is made up of an executive branch, a judicial branch, and a legislative branch. The executive branch, with the chief of state being the king, and the head of the government, Elio Di Rupo, with a few deputies. Then we have a judicial branch. The high courts are the Constitutional Court and the Supreme Court of Justice. The Constitutional Court is made up of 12 judges who watch over the observance of the Constitution by the legislative of Belgium. The Supreme Court of Justice is made up of 3 chambers: civil, commercial, and criminal, social and fiscal laws, and armed forces. The legislative branch. Their job is to make laws. Laws are written in the Congress. The Congress is made up of the Senate and the chambers of deputies. The Senate has 71 seats, and each person serves for a 4-year term. 40 are directly voted for, but 31 are indirectly. The Chamber of Deputies has 150 seats, but this time all members are directly elected by popular vote, and they also serve 4-year terms. But Belgium is also a constitutional monarch, King Philip and his wife. Belgium was never an absolute monarch, but since 1918 the monarchy has gotten less and less power. His popularity has also decreased since then. So, what is his role? What is the role of the monarch? He represents Belgium. Ever since 1831, Belgium has been recognized as the Kingdom of Belgium, with the king in charge. He also has gotten the job of being the commander of the armed forces of Belgium, and has the very important job of choosing the right prime minister as he appoints them. Yet some people think rather than a very important figure, he is more of a symbol. My conclusion is the king really necessary? Many of the people don't believe he is necessary, but the majority of the people in Belgium is for him. I would prefer a more republican system myself, but I believe in the democratic system. So the king should be net. The spending of each region is still federal, not regional, so the regions are angry at each other for spending too much of each other's budget. It would be more fair and easier if spending was regional, not federal. I think that the communities, the language-based activities, that they should be more national rather than centered in one region or area, because there might be some Dutch-speaking people in the Walloon region but cannot receive a Dutch education, although their country is also bilingual. And same goes for the Germans and the French-speaking communities in Belgium.